Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jenny.
And we're
the Shady Tree Stitches.
Coming to you with our monthly challenge chat video where we talk about some of the ways you can be motivated in your stitching through Facebook groups.
Yes.
So if you are a cross stitcher and you're looking for motivation, you are in the right place. And if you are not, then feel free to scroll on by and find something you're interested in. Just for those of you who don't know, Jenny and I don't usually film together in person. We're at Jenny's because we live 2 hours apart from each other. So it's nice to get the opportunity to film this. And that's why we're filming it actually on the 2nd of August in Australian time. Because we were getting together tonight, so we saved it one day. So sorry for those who've been waiting for it for a day. You've had to wait a day to plan. We're going to go through the usual sorts of things and tell you what we were planning to do for it. I have actually prepared this month. I know. I'm pretty proud of myself because there's so much happening Olympics-wise as well. Yeah. So
I haven't had time to do that because I had to tidy the house because I was having house guests.
Yes, so we had to make Jenny clean up her house. But anyway. Okay, so let's get started with Whip Warriors.
Okay.
Now, Whip Warriors is still closed, but we will open up in November for new members for 2025. I say that because it's the 2nd of August. It's like it's now time to start thinking about planning for next year. It's crazy. Where's the first, more than half the year gone?
Yes.
And we are doing all our regular events in August. There might even be a special full coverage one. I'm not sure. I didn't look. But everything's back to normal because we had all the extra Christmas and July ones. But we are currently doing an Olympic challenge. So I'm actually going to start with the Olympic challenge, which is happening until the 12th of August. And it's basically got a bunch of things that you can do stitches to fit in with Olympic events. And there's different events. What I'm going to do is just tell you what I'm doing.
Okay.
So rather than us discussing it as
a pair.
Actually, no, I won't. I'll tell you that as I talk about each piece.
Okay.
So let's look at the usual one we talk about, which is Scattergrease.
Yes.
And it is letter I. We have been rolling the Scattergrease dice for nearly 2 years, and we have only got 3 letters to go on the dice, and then we get to start doing all the tricky letters. But there's a plan afoot for that, so watch this space and enjoy. So letter I, the first category is an animal. An animal starting with letter I.
I don't...
That's fine if you don't know.
Iguana?
An iguana, that's a good one that starts with an I. But do you have any pieces with iguanas on them, Jenny?
I'd have to... Probably not.
No.
You might in your amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf.
I think I would be able to do an iguana in that. Yes. But I'm not stitching on that piece this week because Whipco numbers were 12 and 15, which for me is a stitching time and my train of dreams. Right. So I have to weave those 2 full coverages in.
So what other animals start with I?
I have an Indian elephant.
Ooh, that's
an Indian elephant is a different type of elephant. So on my pointed fifth,
it's to do with the size of their ears.
Well,
the difference between Indian and African.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'm sure that's an Indian elephant. Okay, on my pointed fifth.
Hey, it's all monochromatic. You can't tell.
His ears are all closed. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there is an elephant as well on my animal.
Yes.
In the bookshelf, but I'm not doing that piece this month. So,
okay.
So yeah, I've got that. I have another animal, and I'll get to that in the second thing. Something to do with water. Now, there is a type of fish that starts with I that my friend Debbie told me last night, but I can't remember what she said. So that could be in water, but I actually was going to do insects.
Yes.
Because there are insects
quite often. Or inlet. If you had like a little...
an inlet.
An inlet, as in like a little stream that leads into a river or something.
I was still thinking animals. So
No. I'm talking water now. Inlet.
Yes.
Yes.
So that would work. So my stitching time has got butterflies on it at least. So insects for found near water.
Okay. I don't know if my Beatrix Potter has...
So just for the viewers to know, Jenny's had no preparation for this. So often it's both of us off the cuff and you get to see how our brain works. It's unusual that I've had time and brain energy to actually do it, but it's more to do with the fact that we're a day late, so that I had to do something yesterday to work out what I was doing.
No insects
No
in that.
insects in Potter. That's okay.
I don't know.
That's fine. Colour.
Indigo.
Indigo is the most obvious colour. Now you don't
Ink, as
is-
in a dark,
yes.
inky, usually inky black or
Now-
dark inky blue.
The modmin who looks after this usually wants you to show the colour name. If you're doing a specialty colour, that would be easy. If you had one that had ink or indigo.
Yes.
But DMC don't have any
Uh-huh.
say that, so I'm hoping she's going to accept the actual colour of being an indigo, because my point of fifth is in a really, really
Yes.
deep. I'm pretty sure it's 869 from memory. It's a really, really dark blue, like an indigo blue. So that's the colour I'm going to stitch with. You don't have to do your stitches in that. It has to feature that colour. But I just thought, well, I may as
I'd
well.
have to have a look to see.
Yeah, if you had anything.
Yep.
Something to do with humans.
Index finger.
Exactly right.
If you've got hands.
Savannah's curtsy has
Yes.
index fingers, so that's what I'm going to do. Is index finger. Yeah, I had to.
I suppose also possibly implement. So if you are like, if you've got a farmer or something.
But remember,
or-
the next one is what's man-made, made by a man. So people, you could use it for either. So an implement would be man-made.
Yeah.
An ink pot is man-made.
Yes. Yes. Yes, and that would only work for the man-made. That wouldn't work for the. Well, no, I suppose it could still be to do with humans, because you need the ink pot to be able to
If
write.
you could find a career that was like an inker, an ink man or something, if there was a name that actually started with I, you could use that, but you'd have to have a whip that relates to that, which is pretty easy because everything would do
Or if you've got anything Peruvian to do with talking about Incas, as in INCA, Inca,
yes, Inca as in
that kind of, yes.
Yes.
If
So,
you had anything to do with the Incas, that could be
that would fit
to
with
do
humans.
with humans.
yes. So my man-made thing though, I found something else man-made, and I have found icing. Icing is man-made.
Yes.
Um,
Or therefore,
ice. Oh, well, also
ice skating.
ice skating.
Oh,
could be,
could be
but
to-
that can come up later
No,
too.
I know, but then there's all the other sort of
Yes.
ice
You could
Yes.
also have
Ice fishing.
ice fishing,
ice carving. Yes.
So there's different ways you can fit those sorts of things if you
Yes.
have anything that fits that. But I didn't have anything.
No,
that
I
fitted
don't
that.
have anything with ice.
I do have icicles.
Icicles, yes, but that's more going to be to do with seasons.
Yes, which we'll get to in a bit. So the next one I've got then is something to do with travel. That starts with I.
Well, then that you could potentially do ice skating.
Ice
if you're
skating would be a good
travelling.
travel way. Ice sledding.
Itinerary.
Itinerary is a good one.
So if you had, I don't know how you'd have that, but maybe some of the travel.
Maybe some of those travel whips have an itinerary
Yes,
on them.
because there's like travel bookshelf and stuff like that. Some of that might have something to do with that.
Even maybe the postcards from around the world ones, you could word itinerary into that. I don't know. I mean, it's
Or Israel, India.
Yes,
There's all the
countries,
countries that
and
start
that's-
with I that you could. Yes.
so if you didn't use your Indian elephant, you could use India.
Yes.
Um,
yes.
I'm actually got my train idling. It's idling. It's like it's running, but it's standing still.
Yep.
So that's what I came up
My
with for
hair
that.
looks really fluffy.
Yeah, I know mine's looking fluffy too. But
I
anyway.
think it's because I've had the hoodie on and off today.
Yes.
So it's made my hair go
All right,
fluffy.
season, starting with I. Season or celebration, starting with I.
I don't know. I'd probably have to Google.
What came to my mind was the Ides of March.
Yes.
And like therefore that sort of ties into St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, because the Ides of March is the 15th.
Yeah, but that
Paddy's
sort
Day
of
is the
time,
17th.
but like so I'm thinking
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm pushing it big time here. I'm going to find some green to stitch on because I have nothing else. So Yeah, but if you can find a way, there might be an ice festival or something if you've got
Yes.
a snowy scene or something like
Yes, yes.
that. There'll be some choices there. So the next thing is a leisure activity.
That would be the ice skating.
It could be your ice skating.
Or ice
also
fishing
Or ice fishing.
is also a leisure activity.
Well, I am going to use the leisure activity that I love doing the most. I love ironing. I do. I really do. Because it's not like I iron my fabric all the time.
That's true, that's true.
Blueberry Homecoming has
Yes.
quilts, and I'd have
Yes.
to iron the quilts. That's my iron for that.
That's so funny. I just started typing celebration. I didn't even finish typing starting.
it's correct.
And the first one that came up is starting with I. That's scary.
It's listening to us.
That is very scary.
What did it come up with though?
Oh, there's a whole lot of I stuff. I am a mentor day. I forgot day.
Oh, well, you could fit those things in.
I heart horror day. I love cowboys and cowgirls.
There you go.
I
You'll
love
find
horses.
something.
I love Lucy. I love my dentist.
My dentist, there you go. Gentle Weeks, that's something I'm missing. I'm going to
Oh, Independence Day.
Independence Day. Yeah, well, we're not in America.
We're not American, so yeah. But yes, so that would be really easy. All you need is something with an American flag and you're done.
Pretty much, yes.
Yep.
All right, mythical or magical, that sort of thing. I looked it up and I actually came up with iconography,
Yes.
which is the
Yes.
art of studying icons and stuff.
Yes,
So
very much.
Iconography in my point of fifth. So,
Yep. If you've got anything Halloweeny, you could find an imp.
yep.
They're usually
An
little,
imp is definitely a good one. If you've got anything that looks like that sort of
a
thing.
little
person.
devil sprite
But
kind of.
even a little person, you could pretend was an imp.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
there's some sort of a
Which I don't
character.
have any of those.
No.
I don't have
That's
any.
what I mean. Jenny's not really good for categories this month, but that's okay.
No. I can do the designer.
Yes, the designer of...
Ink circles.
Yes, that's where I came up with two, except I don't have any.
Well, I've got my my
Yes.
Paris Reflections of Paris.
There you are. Jenny can actually do the designer.
Yes.
Do you have a pattern? You do actually. You got the same one as me.
I do.
Stitch in time.
Yes, I was thinking that.
I wouldn't normally use the in, but it's I,
Yep.
and I don't have any other patterns that are got an I in them.
No.
I mean, they've got eyes in them, but not.
Yeah.
not in
That's
the name.
that's the only one that I've got.
So so that's categories, guys. And remember,
That's You'd
hard
think
one.
I is not like it's a vowel, so it should be easier, but it's
No.
not.
anyway, some of the letters we've got coming up will be much easier. So that's it. Remember, it's participation. A start photo, show some progress, and a finish photo gets you a participation point for that. All right, so let's go to where next? I might go to Down Under Divas next.
Okay.
All right.
Which planet are we on this month?
Well, we're going to Uranus, which is Uranus for those in the United States.
Oh, they pronounce it differently, do they?
Yeah,
Okay.
in Australia we call it Uranus. So they don't.
Okay.
I didn't write the whole blurb, but it's really interesting. It's fascinating learning all these facts
Yeah.
about them. So I just got the summary, the really
Okay, yep.
short summary.
Yep.
2,000 stitches in blue. You can see why I was erring towards my my indigo colour in my pointed fifth.
My easiest one for that would, I zoomed in. Come on, stay zoomed. Would be my bauble tablecloth because every third bauble is blue. So I could get lots of blue baubles done. Would
Yep.
be an easy one on that one.
Now, I did say I was going to start to tell you about the the Whip Warriors Olympics as it flows in.
Yes.
So for the pointed fifth, it is fitting into my Whip Warriors in that it is to do with boating, and it's also to do with the blue colour of the rings.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm doubling it there. Plus, I'm doing another Olympic event, or trying to, that is the nap time stitches, stitching the Olympics. And each day there's a different prompt. So where possible, I've actually tried to fit my stitches in on the day that's going to fit the prompt. So it's going to be my favourite designer, or a designer that you've used a lot,
Yep.
because why not?
Yep. I've got lots with blue. Another one I could do would be my little house neighborhood and finish doing this little blue house here. Because it's at the moment I've only got half a house. So it's probably not 2,000 stitches, but between those two.
But Jenny's not going to be doing it anyway because she's got bigger things that she needs to concentrate on.
And 2,000 stitches is...
She might get to 2,000 stitches if she's lucky on the piece she needs to focus on.
Yes, but there's not that much blue in it.
No. The second prompt is 2,000 stitches. Remember, these monthly ones by Down Under Divas are the big prompts. They have easier weekly ones or fortnightly ones. But I do the big one as my... This is what drives my topic matter. Okay, 2,000 stitches on a piece you find boring. Now, that's a hard one because realistically, if I find it boring, I'm not stitching on it.
Yeah.
So I had to think creatively and I went, well, you know what would be boring? Stitching on one colour.
Mm-hmm.
All Hallows Eve is in a purple.
Yep.
And it's all one colour except for those little bits of yellow.
Yep.
So that's pretty boring, I feel.
Yep. Yep.
And that I haven't tied into anything else yet, but I know it does fit into a prompt down the track.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, that would probably be Stitch in Time because I've only just started it and I'm trying to do Lisa's idea of filling in a lot of the black to start with. So that would be kind of boring, just stitching black. And also because it's also boring because you have to keep counting.
And because it's a huge full coverage, so...
Yes.
All right, then we go down to the thousands.
Yep.
Something that improves your vision. It has to have an item on it that would improve your vision for 1,000 stitches. Knowing that I have to stitch 1,000 stitches for Whip Go on Train of Dreams, I figured that sun who's sleeping would improve your vision. Sunlight does improve your vision.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that you've got that is to do with that.
Beatrix Potter. The tailor down here is wearing glasses to read his newspaper.
That would definitely improve your vision. The other thing would be a magnifying glass.
Yes.
Or a telescope.
Yes.
A camera. So if you have any of those sorts of things, would improve your vision.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next 1,000 is on a piece with a child.
This one I could do.
Yes, in fact, no, you should do this one because that will get you 1,000 stitches on it, Jenny, and that's not a bad push of a goal for you.
No.
You do yours.
Okay.
If you can get it up.
Yeah, I'm just turning it sideways. So, my Peaceable Kingdom has a little boy.
And for those who don't know, Jenny, it's a goal. She has to finish this by her nephew's birthday, 21st birthday.
He's 21 just after Christmas. So yes, it's that. And that's where I started last week. That's how little I've done. I have done some more than that in the past week, but we'll save that for our normal
Hence
catch-up.
why she's going to be a monogamous stitcher for a while to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's plenty of children in Blueberry Homecoming.
Yes.
And Jenny and I have got the lovely joy coming up in about a week's time at that Shady Tree Stitches and Paddock Lane Designs are going on a stitching cruise together. Just the three of us.
Yes. And Michelle's hubby, but yeah.
No, but he doesn't count.
No.
He's just the reason
He
we
doesn't
don't.
stitch.
He doesn't stitch, so therefore he doesn't count.
Yes.
So we will be doing a cruising video for you, and a lot of these pieces are ones that I'm planning to take on the cruise. So, okay.
I'm planning to take mine off. Currently it's on scroll rods. I'm going to take it off the scroll rods so I can use Q-snaps because then I can take it with me and it will be more portable.
Yes, so that'd be good. And then she'll get some done because we'll be sitting and stitching and that's what will be happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1,000 stitches on a piece with Sky. So you could get another 1,000 stitches done on that one, and I could do 1,000 stitches on my Fairy Tale Town. All right.
Yes.
This one was hard for me. 500 stitches on a piece you could relate to Greece.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
There are lots of things you can relate to Greece. I did
I'm assuming you mean Greece the country.
Yeah, Greece the country, not as in slimy
No.
stuff. No.
Oily.
Oily.
Yeah.
Or butter.
Yeah,
Greece the country. And, when I think of Greece, I think of, like, white and blue.
Yes.
Like, white cement columns and things. You've got the Acropolis.
The flag is white and blue.
And the blue I'm thinking of is, like, I want to say like you'd see in the Greek Isles and
Yes.
you know that really like what Jenny's wearing, that sort of blue.
Well, even slightly darker than this, more
Yeah, but that's
deep
sort of
sky blue. Yeah.
But I actually am going to use Savannah's curtsy because the Greeks are one of the founders of theatre, especially theatre in the round.
Yes.
And their theatre was done on tiles. And Savannah is
Yeah.
taking a bow
Oh.
and saying welcome.
Yes.
So she's
Slightly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll definitely have to write the story for
I
that one.
will
but
have to write the story.
But yes,
Yes.
I think because it says that you can relate to.
I can relate that to her doing a bow on a Grecian stage. That's my take on it. It was a hard one. I almost didn't do it, but I came up with that. What have you got that's Greek?
Maybe. No, they
No.
would no. We were thinking maybe my antique vines, but her hairstyle is not Grecian.
No.
Um,
I mean, you know, those ornamental sort of busts and things is what I think
Yeah.
of Greece.
yeah.
So statues
I'd
and
have
things.
to do a bit more research
Anyway,
on that
she's
one.
not going to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, here we are. I knew I had ice somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Ice, 500 stitches on a piece with ice. There are icicles, Jenny, in a stitch in time down the
Oh,
bottom.
okay. I have that too.
There's actually icicles there. They're there.
I also. Does this one have icicles?
It's got a snowman.
No, it's got snowmen and snowflakes, but
But are
that's
snowflakes ice? That's a question. I don't know the
Ooh.
answer. I'm posing the question.
yeah, I
Comment
don't
below,
know.
guys. Let us know. Is it ice or not?
I think you could probably get through on that on a technicality.
Maybe.
But yes,
don't know.
I was
Melissa's
thinking
harsh.
my Deck the Halls caterpillar cross stitch has lots of snowflakes.
All right. Next one is when I'm using my free pass that we get every month for the number 13. I do not have a 13. I have a 1 and a 3. In my All Hallows Eve has got all the numbers in it, but because it says the number 13, I don't think a number sampler would cut it. It says the number 13. So, you know, she does make some of these hard on purpose. So that's one for my free pass.
Yeah. Yeah, don't know about that one.
No. All right, the next one, you know, I'm already struggling with Greece. Then I get number 13. It's like, okay, then we get to something you can relate to a Shakespearean character.
Okay.
I can't remember how this relates to Uranus, but it was hilarious. Interestingly. So I was thinking about my whips. So I thought, all right, I'm going to start with my whips. And this is the whip I'm doing, my Veronique Inga Christmas tree. And there is a quote from the 12th Night to do with cake and ale. And I've got a copy of who said it and whatever. So here's the
Okay.
character I'm relating it to, his cake.
Okay. I'm sure that I could have a look and find something to
If
do
I
with...
think of Shakespeare, it's just, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. So anything with a skull would be really cool.
Yes. Well, I'm thinking potentially my antique vines, Ophelia.
Yes, I think
Could,
that
that
be
she
Ophelia.
could potentially be Ophelia.
yeah.
If you've got anything Scottish, you could relate that to Macbeth.
There's lots of options.
Fairies. I mean, if
fairies, yeah.
Nat's finished her, well, I mean, it's even called Shakespeare's Fairies.
But yeah.
Yeah. So anything sort of fairy-like, you could relate to Midsummer Night's Dream. There's lots. That
Anything
would
royal, you could Henry
yes.
IV.
Or Hamlet. He was a
Yep.
king. A prince,
royal.
Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. Yes. So yeah, there's lots. That it wouldn't be hard. Pick a whip, and you could do a little bit of research and find someone that.
All right, so second last one, 500 on a piece that has something that has a tilt. Now, that's an interesting way of looking at it. But what I decided to do is my Villager Hawk Run Hollow,
Yes.
because all of those roofs are tilted to me, like they're sloped. And to me, I'm taking slope to me. But I have a backup plan. My gravestones down the bottom are not quite straight. They're leaning on a tilt.
Yes. I think that would fit better.
Yeah, so that's where I'm going with that, with a tilt. I mean, obviously, if you have anything with a seesaw, you'll be right.
Yes.
But yeah, you want something that's sort of leaning.
Or if you have your hat, someone wearing a hat that the
a
hat's
tilted
tilted.
hat would be good.
I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just some.
Or just tilting their head,
Yeah.
potentially.
Maybe, yeah.
Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, no, see. The boy's got his head going down, so that's not tilted, that's...
What about the lion? It's tilted to the side.
Mm,
If Jenny wanted to, you'd probably try for that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey, no loss. If you don't get these guys, your whip gets the stitches anyway, and that's what
That's
it's all
true.
about, isn't it? Lucky last one is diamonds. The core of Uranus
oh,
is diamond, apparently. I am pushing the barrel big time on this one. Melissa, you're probably going to not give it to me. But Celtic Winter, she has diamond shapes
yeah,
and she has lots of beads that are like diamonds.
I would say that works.
So there you go.
Diamond shape, absolutely.
Anyway, that's my attempt. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's where I'm going with that. And I stopped telling you how they all fitted in, so sorry about that. I'll catch it on the next one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look for something with diamond shapes because I don't think I've got anything with diamonds.
No, there's probably diamond shapes on. Well, your the thread, metallic thread you're stitching your Paris reflections
It's
in.
dark.
Yeah, but it still sparkles.
Yeah, I think I'd probably be closer with... There's sort of, again, diamond shapes in the weave of that.
All right, Jenny, time for you to talk for a minute.
Okay. All right. So oops. Yes, go away. I want Facebook. Where's Facebook gone? Here we go. Okay. Oh, I had the page up and now I've gone.
She's fallen out of it.
Okay. Events. Okay. So we are looking at pop culture. So they haven't put up their August acrostic yet, but they do have the scavenger hunt, which started in July and continues through August. They tend to do that because it's their summer, so it means that they can have a bit of a break. But we still get to do stuff. Okay, so it's, as you would expect with any scavenger hunt, a list of items prompts below to search your whips for. You need to do at least 200 stitches per prompt. For every 5 items, you receive an entry into the prize drawing. And you have to explain if it's not obvious. If you can explain it, it's 99.999% likely we will accept it.
And pop culture are very kind. So.
Yeah, and I mean, there's heaps of things. Items related to Christmas, items related to Halloween, and not just Halloween, horror, or considered creepy. Items related to Canada, Happy Canada Day. Items related to movies or TV shows. Items related to camping, seasons,
heaps of options.
other holidays, games and sports. Italy, found on a farm, things found in water, in a jungle, in the desert, in the country, in a school, in stores, food, clothes, furniture, etc. Things that can fly, things you might find on vacation. Anything considered patriotic from any country. Things seen mostly at night. Found in a nursery, either baby or plants and flowers. Things that are round, things that smell good, and things you can drive. Lots and lots of options. If you can't find a whip that fits every single one of them, I would be very surprised.
But
like not one whip to get all of them,
No.
but pick one of those.
You will be
It doesn't
able
matter
to
what
say-
you're stitching on. You'll be able to find something that relates.
And you know, you do as much as little as you want. It's
200 stitches per item.
Yeah, no, sorry, I meant as much as little as the prompts as you want.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so do one, do
And
10.
you may stitch a prompt more than once, but obviously it would need to be on a different whip.
There you go. All right, well, you look up your next one while I quickly say I've had time. They actually released it early this month now that I'm filming late. The Daily 30 Monthly has an acrostic August heat.
Ooh.
So you have to relate it to each of the letters in A, U, G, U, S, T, H, E, A, T. Quite hard, I think, because there's two U's.
Yeah.
Underwater, umbrella, under,
Yeah.
but you can't use the same word twice.
Something. So
Unlock.
unlock, undo if you had to frog stuff.
Anyway, so that's their one. So we're not going to go through that in details. What I am going to go through though is, so as I said, I was doing the Olympics with the with Warriors. I'm also doing the Olympics. I'm trying to do the Olympics with Fandom stitching, but it's harder because they're doing like a bit of a whip go. It's called Dash Go, and we had to I got a whole bunch of prompts that you have to match, but then they're spinning the number for every 2 days. So it may
of how many stitches?
No. So you had different options.
Oh, which one?
prompt?
Oh, yeah.
So, for example, one of them was start a new project. Well, if that didn't happen to fit on the day that I was wanting to do that, I already did that at the beginning. So, anyway, so I did, however, because we're late, that their monthly's up.
Okay.
And there's 22 prompts in their monthly.
Oh, wow.
So we'll go through them pretty quickly.
Okay.
And if you don't have anything come to mind, Jenny, feel free to just pass. 300 stitches on something that surprised you. And I'm going to use my, or that surprises you as you're stitching, I'm going to use my ABC Hands Across the Sea sampler because I need to get some work done on that. And I'm going to,
I would say Teresa Wentzler.
Yeah.
The current one I'm doing, I know she does tweeted colours and stuff, but which is usually one strand of one colour, one strand of another colour. This particular piece that I'm doing, Peaceable Kingdom, some of her pieces have beads. This one doesn't have any beads, but it does have some, as well as full crosses of tweeted and half crosses of tweeted. Then there's also a third section, and there's about 7 symbols that have this, that you do tweeted of 2 colours for the first leg of the cross, and then the top is 1 strand of another colour.
wow.
So it's a 3-way tweeted, but two underneath and 1 on top. So that's that. I would have
surprising.
to say that's been a. I'm going to leave all of those till the end.
Yes, fair enough. And just because I said I've doubled up, that is going to fit in with the prompt for the stitching the Olympics of a row or a border. Okay, the next one is I haven't chosen this one. 700 stitches on something with lots of twists and turns. I figure I can, that you've had doing the project, so yours would fit into that because
yes.
350 stitches on a piece on dark fabric. Now I will have to do my mermaid, my Mirabilia mermaid. That is my only piece I'm currently stitching on dark fabric.
I've only got one I'm doing on dark fabric, and that's my Koala Biscornu. It's on dark green. That's the only one I've got on dark fabric at the moment.
300 stitches on something you can relate to royalty. A member of the royal family or like a royal person. So I have decided to do my Celtic Winter because she reminds me of Queen Mary. I'm being Australian, going for our Queen Mary.
Yes.
She also is my oldest whip for stitching in the Olympics. And for Whip Warriors, she is my independent athlete because there's only one person.
Yep.
And I'm stitching in the metallic gold thread for the medals.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, mine would be a bit of a stretch, but okay. So the current Prince and Princess of Wales are William and Kate. William and Kate are also the names of my niece and nephews. Their brother Callum is the one that I'm stitching Peaceable Kingdom for. Do you reckon I can, and it's called Peaceable Kingdom, do you reckon I can spin that?
I doubt it, but hey, you made a connection.
Hey, it
so
says
well done.
Peaceable Kingdom. It's already talking about
kingdom
kings.
would be okay.
Yes,
the kingdom you would get. I think you'd get it for being just called Peaceable Kingdom, not because it's the brother of your...
Not because it's William and Kate.
No. Okay. 600, I think it was something to do with a fair... something... I can't remember the exact prompt, but something that you would find in a fairy tale. I would find a fairy tale town.
Yep.
That was an easy one. Fairy tale town is also a piece with a house for the stitching the Olympics.
Oh, geez, that one would be so hard for you to choose. Well, hard for you to choose because you've got so many.
Well, actually hard for me to do because I'm not currently stitching on many houses.
Oh, right.
Okay. And it is my long jump for Whip Warriors.
Because it's still long.
It's my longest whip, being 5'4" long. So yeah, it's my long jump. So that's pretty cool. Okay, would you have anything for that one? Fairy tale?
Well, once upon a
fairy tale, obviously.
no. What is it? Stitch in
Time.
No. Beatrix Potter. My Beatrix Potter would
Yes,
probably be
you'd find
better.
those characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 200 stitches on something you have changed from the original. I mean, is that not every piece I stitch?
Well, that would be very easy for me. That would be Cross Stitch Nation.
Yes. Yes.
It is so not the colours of the original that we're doing.
So show the original.
Okay.
You're getting a long one tonight, people. I hope you're enjoying the stitching time.
Oh, it's a bit blurry because I've zoomed out a lot.
You know when
But
Jenny and I
that's-
get together, it's long.
Okay, that's the original.
Yep.
And
And this is what Jenny's done to it because she based it on us.
we've all chosen colours. So I haven't done very much recently, but none of the dresses are the colours that they were originally charted.
So there you go. That would be an easy one for you to do.
Yep.
I'm going to be doing my Hulk Run Hollow Village.
Yes,
Hulk
because
Run. Yeah.
that was an inadvertent change, but yes,
It
you
was. I
switched two of
switched
the squares.
around these two blocks. So that makes it a change. And geez, that's come in handy. And I don't think... Oh, yeah, now it's fitting into a lot of things. It's fitting into 3 days of the Stitching the Olympics. It's a goal. I have a goal on it because I like to finish one block a month.
Yes.
It's part of a series because I feel like
Yes.
the whole Hawk Run thing
Yeah,
is a series.
because there's several Hawk Run Hollow, Village of Hawk Run Hollow,
Christmas,
Summer and
autumn,
all
blah,
the
blah, blah. So I view
farms
them as
of
I view them as a series.
all of that. Yep.
And it's a piece that I want to complete by the end of the year. So that's 3 days of stitching the Olympics. Plus, it has got a flame for Whip Warriors. It has a horse for Whip Warriors. And it has water, a body of water for swimming for Whip Warriors.
Okay. Another one, if I wanted to double dip, which would be more sensible, would be to do my Beatrix Potter, because I've actually changed it. I've inverted it. I
Inverted it, yes. There you go.
I've flipped it because I've stitched it once the regular way for nephew number 1, but then my other brother, he decided he wanted that for his first son. So I've, rather than stitch the exact same thing, I'm doing a mirror image.
Okay, the next one, I have not decided what I'm doing yet because it's really easy. 100 stitches on a piece that you're chugging along on. So that's pretty easy.
Well, my first thought would be your Train of Dreams.
Well, that's
'cause
true. Chugging along, that's
yes.
true. So it might end up being that. I
Yes.
don't know. And yours is going to be Peaceful Kingdom because she's been chugging along for how many years now, Jenny? No, when would you have started it? You didn't start it when he was born, did you?
No. He was possibly 10 and he's
so 10
20.
years. Yeah, so 10 years, okay? Not quite as bad.
I may not. No, I don't. I think I might have chosen it then. I don't think I started it
Yeah,
then.
so it's not
But
quite so bad.
then when I did, 2019, I think I started it. Yes, because I started it and Beatrix Potter at the same time, and it's been a bit slow going because I didn't grid to start with, which was, I can't believe I didn't think about doing that earlier. That has made things a lot easier, and I've recently, as you would have seen watching our last video, I've now got myself a bit more organised with threads, so full steam ahead.
There you go.
So I can chug
5
along.
years is not nearly as bad. There you
No.
go. All right, the next one is 700 stitches on something with something heavy, and because I'm trying to match these all up,
Yep.
so obviously
You've got lots of
but
animals.
but obviously my Indian elephant
Yes.
primarily. I mean, the whale is
The
huge.
whale, yes. Well, for me, I reckon the size of the lion in Peaceful Kingdom, he'd be heavy.
Yeah, and we've
Or the Eiffel Tower, the
Eiffel Tower.
the what are they called? The landmarks in Paris that are in.
the landmarks.
They're all heavy.
Cathedral, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is something to do with something flying. And so I have got, it ties in with other ones, 400 stitches on my stitching time because of the hot air balloons in that window up there.
But you also said something about butterflies for something else.
Yes, but there must be some reason I picked this one anyway.
Yeah, no, but the butterflies are in that too.
Well, true, yeah, but I can't remember if it was a mode of flight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The specific wording.
Yeah,
right.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I've just been flying in my
Yeah,
one
yeah.
book.
Right. Okay. But yes, if it was a
yes.
specific.
I think it,
Yeah,
I
hot
feel
air
like the
balloon.
hot air balloons.
Yeah.
It was a way of
Okay. Well, then that would have to be mine too
something
if I was
floating,
going to do it.
or flying. Yeah. I have doubled that up with. It is a weight to work on, so it's heavy.
Yes.
Like it is.
Oh
it's
yes.
huge,
There's
right?
lots of material to that one. Yes.
And it is. Oh, and yes, that's why I picked the balloons.
Mm-hmm.
It is for Whip Warriors. It had to show a summer sport. Now, I had no sports, no one running, no one anything. I had walking and stuff, but I suppose I could have done walking. But I decided hot air ballooning was a summer sport. It doesn't say it's an Olympic sport.
No.
It's a sport you do in summer.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going for that. So hopefully Martha approves of that. Do you have anything for flying, or you do the same?
I'd have to do the hot air balloons too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So keep going on. We're up to number 9. 23 people. Enjoy that coffee. All right. So it's a designer that you've fallen down the rabbit hole of.
Ooh.
Now, I have plenty of these. Could have done heaps of them.
Oh yes.
But I told them the gardens because I
Yes,
think
you
now,
do.
I don't own the whole collection.
Mm-hmm.
Yet.
Yet. It would either be that or your what's he houses?
Yeah, my junipers, but they're
Junipers,
not. They're
yeah.
not.
No, you're
they're
not doing that.
They're not current at the moment.
No,
So
no.
I told them the garden
You do have lots. You've already stitched at least 3 that I can.
of these.
Have you finished grandmothers and grandfathers?
No. So I think I've only finished one, but I've
No,
started.
you've done 2 because you've done.
No, I've done bird in hand.
Yes.
I've
Raspberry homecoming.
Raspberry homecoming.
And you did the country store or something.
No, I haven't done the country store, but I
There's
have done
something
another
like
one.
that one.
Yes, I can picture it. The quilt.
Yes.
The quilter's home.
Oh
Quilter's
yes.
I've
I
done,
knew there was
okay.
another one. Yeah.
I've done 3. I've started Grandfather's Barn and Blueberry Homecoming. I've got Grandmother's House kitted up, ready to go.
Right.
And then I've got... so there will always be a Told in the Garden on the go.
For me, it's, well, Teresa Lansler, I've got 2 on the go and another one, at least another, like I've got a kit for another one waiting to start. But much as Lisa and Sue were trying to convince me I should start my Peacock when they started theirs, it's like, no, I am not going to have 3 Teresa Wentzlers on the go. And particularly that one, because it's not just Teresa Wentzler stitching, it's got beads as well. So, no.
Now, just for my double dipping, in the Stitching the Olympics, there is more than one person on it. See, there's lots of people on it. And for Whip Warriors in artistic gymnastics, rhythmic gymnastics, one of the gymnastics, there you had to stitch on something with a rope, and I'm quite sure the army has hung up their quilts on a rope.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about the coughs. It is the middle of winter.
And I don't know if it's because I've been cleaning and stirring up the dust or something, but I've been coughing a lot today.
All right. I can't actually read what I've written there. I haven't written an answer, so it's obviously an easy one.
And she can't look it up because we're filming on
you're
her phone.
But what I'm reading in my
Yes.
bad scrawl is personal load. I don't know. Can you read what I wrote there? It's definitely personal.
Personalised.
Personalised.
That would make
okay.
more sense. So that would be
The ones we talked about before that you
yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
Okay, hence why I didn't bother.
That would
writing.
make more sense
Yes, it would.
than personal load.
Okay, the next one's 200 on a piece you think is iconic.
Reflections of Paris.
Okay, now this is
The Paris skyline is pretty iconic.
Well, see, I took a totally different slant on that.
Yes.
I picked the piece that I thought was a stitching icon.
Well, yes, that too.
And I feel like the Celtic angels are iconic.
Yeah.
So there you go, 2 different opinions. That's why we like having 2 people in these
Yep.
videos.
You could also do one if you were doing one on a particular person that's, I don't know, like
Designer.
no, as in,
Oh, you were stitching Benjamin Franklin or something.
or Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
or Mount Rushmore or
or whatever.
something,
Yeah. All right, 300 stitches on a piece you'd like to be you wished you were the first to complete.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the?
I know.
That's a very odd.
It's an odd one. I mean, these all fit in. There's prompts and things that fit in with it. Okay, so...
You wish you were the first to complete, as in no one else has ever stitched it.
I don't know. Maybe you wanted to be the first to do it. But you could take it a different way, and I've taken it a different way. And the way I've taken it, you would be doing your cross-stitch nation. Because you're still not the last to complete it, Jenny. There's still one person out there.
Okay, good.
There's two of you still to complete it. But, like when you're doing a sale with a friend group, you want to be the first to complete it.
Yep.
And we have just started this round of Ginga Tree. So I wish I had been the first to complete it because I won't be the first to complete it out of the sale.
Well, the other one for me then would be the Primavera, which is the
Sarah Germani.
Sarah Germani, which I think was last year.
Last year's sale that I haven't even started, and I'm the one who called the sale.
Yeah, but I was the one that introduced everyone
Jenny
to
introduced
Sarah
us to it.
Germani.
And I know that some of the people have finished theirs.
I thought you'd
the small
started
ones.
yours.
I've started. I think it's a.
You did one of the window ones.
I think it's a 200 stitch width, but it's in the. I'm not focusing on it.
Okay, so it's started. Yeah, see, I've got mine. It's all kitted up. The material and the thread. Although I have had to steal some of the threads back for Peaceable Kingdom, but I've got it all in a project bag, and it's been sitting in my whip basket since last year, thinking that I would start it. I think I was originally planning, because it is spring, that I would start it in our spring, so September, and I still haven't started.
Okay.
And it's so pretty, but it's so big.
The next one we don't have to talk about, but it's 1,964 stitches on something. 500 stitches on an item that has got a different use.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't remember the explanation, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. So in my All Hallows, the pumpkins are lanterns. So they're a pumpkin and a lantern.
Okay, well then I reckon Beatrix Potter, two things. The tailor is sitting on a spool of thread, so the spool of thread is being used as a chair, and also Jeremy Fisher is sitting on a lily pad, so he's also using that as a seat. And neither of those are designed to be seats.
There you go. I think that's the sort of idea. Yes.
That's what I can think of off the top of my head that makes sense. Sort of.
200 stitches on a piece with flowers. Lavender Farm.
Yes.
Now, while I'm doing that, does that fit into anything else? Just checking. No, it doesn't. But I forgot to say that my Veronica Inga cherry is going to be my sal.
I wasn't sure, but I reckon that there are flowers in the border of that.
Yep, there you go. That works. Yeah, you can do some of these ones. All right, the next one is 100 stitches on a piece with sweet treats. My Veronica Inga cherry.
I reckon apples. Could some people?
Yes.
Or I don't know. Are they apples or peaches?
Doesn't matter.
But they're sweet fruit.
Yeah, sweet fruit.
So rather than the border, but in the tree, there is definitely some kind of fruit.
200 stitches in green. I told you I had that coming up somewhere else. So I'll find some green and do 200 stitches in green. Yeah, you'll be right.
Although some of the tree, the tree in the foreground is full cross. The trees in the background are half cross.
There you go.
So I'd have to do twice as many.
You would.
But then there would be more tree done.
True. It was looking like your whip's got better.
Yeah.
The next one I'm surprised is here because it's very similar to the last one, 100 on a snack. So my Trainer Dreams has got chocolate cookies, and they're definitely a snack. So that brings my Trainer Dreams in.
Is the lion looking at the little boy going, he'd make a nice tasty snack?
Why not? Why not?
If not, Strawberry Fields. Strawberries are a nice snack.
They're also a sweet treat.
Yes.
100 stitches on, I can't remember if it said something with books or something literary, but Trainer Dreams has books in it.
Beatrix Potter.
Yep. All right. Number 11 I missed. I wrote it down here. I wasn't doing it. It's got to have your favourite hot beverage in it. I don't have a single thing with a hot beverage. I can do a beverage because there's a bottle of wine, in
Stitch in Time, yes.
But as far as I can tell, nobody's having a cup of tea or coffee in a Stitch in Time, which is very surprising because they're all sitting around stitching, and you think that someone would have a cup of tea next to them.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've got
No,
anything.
so I had to miss that one.
Yeah,
but again, these are optional, and it's a team game. So the more you do, the more you help your team. And the last one, look, another one that says personalised. So.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, there you go. So that's all the prompt-based things that I am doing.
Okay.
I think I have told you everything that's going to work in. Yep.
Okay, semi-sane.
Semi-sane. What's happening in semi-sane stitches?
Semi-sane. Okay. Okay, so August. So there's the yearly goals. It's Bappening.
Yeah.
Summer edition. August Focus Challenge, which I think is just 1,000 stitches. This or that, grey or rectangles?
Ooh, grey or rectangle? It won't be grey because I had to do some grey stitches for something last week and I sort of exhausted all my grey stitches.
Well, for me, if I was going to do that, it would be
Paris
because I'm doing that in grey.
Yeah.
And then 24 and 24
monthly.
I don't remember what that one is.
I think that's to do with finishes or starts or something. Categories, there you are.
Ah, okay. Stitch the hours, stitch during 24 hours every month. Do 2,400 stitches every month. Do 24,000 stitches throughout the year.
Oh, phew, I thought they were saying a month.
No. Yeah.
Awesome. So that's what's happening. So there's not really any of the exciting games happening, but with so
Not at the
many
moment.
Olympic games happening around about, I think everyone's full. I honestly didn't actually look at Stitching by the Shore because I forgot, and they didn't have anything in July. So I feel like there's possibly nothing happening because of the Olympics. So I can't tell you what's happening in their scavenger hunt. But if it is happening, Laura, who is Stitching by the Shore person, does put a video out about it now.
Oh, okay.
Which is awesome. All right, guys, you've lasted for over 50 minutes listening to us talk. When we get together, it's always a long one. But thank you for taking the time to join. No.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for taking the time to join us, and we will look forward to catching up with you in our next video. Bye. Happy stitching.